very happy to be returning to my second year as a choreographer for the Iowa Choreography Festival. The work you're going to see next is entitled Creek Mother. I had the pleasure of collaborating with Iowa City-based composer Douglas Baker, as well as Des Moines-based visual designer and costumer Rachel Buse. My starting point for this work, I wanted to make something whimsical that had a little bit of imagination to it, and I knew I wanted to work with the idea of water. I brought those ideas into the studio the first day, working with the dancers, and I found out that one of the dancers was a poet. And I kind of, without even thinking about it, turned to Arsema and said, "Oh, do you have any poetry about water that we could use for this piece?" And she said, "If I don't have any, I'll write some for this piece." And that really encapsulates the heart of the collaborative nature of the Choreography Festival, because she ended up creating this amazing poetry that you will get to experience tonight. And the work really evolved around that after, with her contributions. I want to thank the dancers as well, Danica Clayton, Liz Mullen, and Julie Betts, for their contributions to the choreography as well. What started with kind of a vague idea about water has turned into kind of tracking an emotional journey of finding yourself perhaps submerged in a place where you don't feel like you have control, and coming to a place where you feel more in touch with your true nature. So I hope you enjoy this piece, Creek Mother.
There's something to say about seeping a city street with pedestrians and their umbrellas, submerging themselves in the smells and the soundscape of steps, splashing in puddles they didn't mean to feel to their feet. Everyone moving to a different rhythm until a spark of recognition, of realizing. You know what it is to be afraid of the dark, but here's another thing. You have to fight the fear of being so great, you swallow up anything that even tries to take you on. Make the very idea of control pause, show up as shaking legs, stop for a moment, and then four. Lines to another and another and another one until we become something more than the sum of our pieces. Something like little suns in the ground, facing their inspiration in space, unashamed. Only time to be scared of the rain is when you can't face it. Only time to be scared of the crown is when you don't deserve it. But you want to go back to the mundane. A scene of sorts, but frankly, that was never in your control either. I will tell you one thing about water. It will teach you about movement. Something to know about movement. You don't even know the beginning. you ever become one with a group of people, existing and becoming greater than pieces of parts, riding a wave of momentum, fighting for each other, then leaving and growing into separate beings? Water will teach you everything. From a raindrop to the ocean, to the creek made from your gutters, to the beginning of a flood, to the plasma rushing through your body. It is in you. The creek is a mother, waiting for some of its progenies to come home before lights come on, and waiting for the others who lick the whole horizon of the sunrise clean before trekking back, running and whirring in excitement about the space between a blackberry and the deep blue sea. Their voices tracing something familiar, and steps shimmering on something unknown, unafraid of anything coming forward, unashamed of who they are.